And welcome back to Gym Challenge Sunday. I'm Fro.
I'm Cornell.
And we are in the midst of our first Premier Challenge event with championship points on the line. We had a heck of a match coming up, or a few moments ago. Isn't that right, Nova?
Yeah, it was definitely a set of all time.
It was a set of all time. And we know Pikachu here is ready for more action here on stream. We got ourselves a good tussle between Arnie and Hayley.
Yeah, Arnie, usually our regular caster here, and Hayley, just, a regular here. Both of them have good trainer capabilities. I'm just wondering who comes out on top in this matchup, because I see two different archetypes. I see two different ways both these players can win the game.
I just like that we're seeing a lot of different team comps already. No completely centralized meta yet in this.
I actually thought there was a centralized meta game back at the European International Championships. During the past Portland Regionals, I was just proven wrong. As we see the teams on screen here, we have Arnie on Tinglu, Mousehold, Lycanroc, Tyranitar, Annihilate, and Iron Bundle. And for Hayley, it's Iron Hands, Arcanine, Palafin, Klefki, Fluttermane, and Tinglu. What do you make of these teams, bro?
That's a lot of Pokemon I'm not very familiar with, because if you guys are just joining us, I am normally a Smash caster, and while I
think you should know two Pokemon from these two teams. Two Pokemon, I assume so.
I mean, I do know Tyranitar.
And Arcanine.
Yes. When I see a Mischievous evolution there.
That's Fluttermane.
Yeah.
It's an ancient form of Mischievous.
It's an ancient form of Mischievous, I see.
And it's the most broken Pokemon in the game. Like, I'm pretty sure in the last Portland Regionals, there was one on every team in top 8.
I am happy to see Tyranitar, though. When I was a TCG player, I used to play around like 2006, and my meta deck was Lockrock with Dark Tyranitar and Dark Ampharos. Which
sadly, we're not seeing Tyranitar come in game 1 from Arnie as he locked in his team choice. But it's interesting to note that the Palafin teams have been dialed down a bit. I'm a little surprised by that. Palafin normally a super strong Pokemon, but has to switch out from the moment it hits the field to gain his super powerful hero form. As you see, Klefki and Tinglu for Hayley as the lead. For Arnie, it's Annihilate and Mousehold, the classic lead.
And you can see that Arnie's hoping that the Klefki will give him the key to victory.
Hayley.
Oh, Hayley. Oh, my bad. Oh, was I misreading?
Yeah, for respecting her name.
Oh, I didn't realize Hayley was the one that threw out Klefki. My bad.
Yeah, and Klefki gonna go for an immediate reflect here to prevent any. I set the Grimmsnarl from the last set, so the reflect to set up defensive damage. Here's the beat up. This is the big strategy. Annihilate Secrets, but signature move Rage Fist increases power the more times it's hit.
I was trying to get that attack power up.
Yep, it is. And here it's going to hit 4 times. Here's a Rage Fist. It's now a base 200 power.
Oh my gosh.
Here it is onto the
one-shot Klefki?
No,
not quite.
Another reflective remedy. Oh, then we go through the Fissure and misses!
Oh, wow. I mean, Fissure's always been a high risk, high reward type move even since Gen 1.
Except in this generation, it's actually viable.
Really?
Yes, because even if Fissure misses, its moves right here, Stopping Tantrum, doubles in power if its last move failed.
Oh, so, okay.
Or you could just go for another Fissure. Because everyone hates VGC apparently for Fissure. There's a Thunder Wave going to be redirected to the Mousehold thanks to the Follow Me. So now Mousehold's going to take the paralysis that would have went to the Annihilate.
Because he wants to make sure that Annihilate is able to survive a little bit longer in order to take advantage of that boosted rage. Big old fist, and Klefki is going to eat it.
And down goes the keys.
So Hayley's going to pivot to right now.
There's a base 150 power Stomping Tantrum onto the Mousehold. It's not enough for a one-shot.
Oh my gosh. Are you surprised it didn't one-shot?
A little bit. I don't expect Stomping Tantrum to knock out most Pokemon unless they're boosted, but that's crazy that even a base 150 power Stomping Tantrum wasn't enough to take the knockout. And Arcanine, oh no. What is this? Annihilate? Oh, it's Defiance. Oh no, that attack drop's actually going to attack boost instead.
Oh wow. Was that might have been a miscue from Hayley, or was it just kind of like a forced opportunity there? Because when you're putting Intimidate out there, that it's going to trigger Annihilate's latent, right?
Yeah, because Defiance is a counter ability. So Defiance, if your opponent lowers one of your stats, it increases its stats.
And maybe Hayley's just trying to figure that, despite giving.
Wait, actually, I could actually see a different line of play. I can maybe see Arcanine coming in here not as a mistake, but more so Arcanine trying to knock out the Mousehold. Right. Then the Tinglu can go for a Fissure.
Oh, that makes sense.
Would be very cheesy, a very cheesy way to win, as most Smash players would understand cheese this game.
Yeah, of course. It just all relies on whether Arcanine can go first. Where you see the terrestrialization from Hayley.
Yeah, it is going to be the terrestrialization. It's going to be Tinglu going to be terrestrialized into the poison type.
Almost like cooking a bowl of poison in that bowl.
Yeah, it's unironically the bowl is like one of the biggest reasons. Oh, protect from mouthhold. I mean, it still doesn't take away from the play that I thought Hayley was going to go for if she did go for the play. No, it's Flamethrower. I thought it was Flare Blitz, but instead this might be a special attacking Arcanine. Let's see what the Annihilate goes for. It goes for another Rage Fist. It is into the Arcanine. This might be a one-shot now thanks to that Defiant boost. It is!
Yeah. That Gambit from Hayley did not pay out well. It was immediately getting one of her team.
Yeah.
And the Fisher avoided. But it does hit the Stomping Grounds after the fact. So why the Poison type terrestrialization?
So it's resisted to both Fairy and Fighting, two of Tinglu's weaknesses. And we do see, we see it. Booster Energy of his Iron Hand is going to multiply its attack stat even further, so it's now going to hit a lot harder.
Now just one of the maybe fake outs coming out against the Mousehold.
Yeah, and you probably need to go for another Fisher. I do not see Stopping Tantrum knocking out the Annihilate anytime soon. I sadly don't think so. Yeah, there's a fake out into the Mousehold. Will take the knockout. What did the Annihilate do here, though? I do see Rage Fist go into the Iron Hands. Yeah, it is going to be Rage Fist into the Iron Hands.
It's not going to be super nor...
Oh, it's neutral.
Yeah.
There's this. Oh, a Stomping Tantrum. I didn't think she would go for it. That's a lot of damage.
There's a lot of damage. Leftovers to help Renali recoup. But if you're Arnie, you're taking the trade so far. This is still firmly your game, and now you have the chance to pivot and counterattack against the pair that Hayley has out there. Or you see another Tinglu. So we're bowls of plenty.
Bowls and bowls at the same time. But at the same, I'm thinking about this really quickly. Yeah, another Rage Fist just will knock the Iron Hand, sadly. So,
man,
Hayley needs so many Fishers to win this game, in my opinion. She needs so many Fishers.
Gotta take care of this Annihilate. I'm surprised. Arnie's strategy has been so brute forced.
And there's another Stomping Tantrum into the Annihilate. We'll take the knockout, but Arnie,
it's a game of chess. The trades are working in Arnie's favor.
And there's a Stomping Tantrum now, super effective against the Poison type Tinglu. There's a critical hit, too.
This is all snowballing against Hayley in this game one.
There's the Iron Bundle, gonna be Arnie's last Pokemon, and this one does have the booster energy.
Is that a shiny Iron Bundle?
It is a shiny Iron Bundle.
Activates Quark Drive.
To boost its speed, so now it's gonna be the fastest thing in play. I think Hayley loses this game because Tinglu for her is pretty slow. Let's see how much Freeze Strike does. With double Vessel of Ruin in play, does so little damage. Oh no! He went for the Fisher and missed.
Oh man, that was 0 for 3 on Fishers.
0 for 3. And yeah, that's the knockout on the Tinglu. That's game 1 to Arnie.
That's tough. Tough. That's the way the cookie crumbled for Hayley. It's just very funny that Arnie's strategy was just so brazenly straightforward. It was just, let me do the initial setup on the Annihilate, and yeah, maybe got a little bit of an assist from when the Arcanine came out there. That might have been a miss to you. You have to wonder if Hayley's going to keep the Arcanine in the lineup if that Annihilate is going to be an automatic counter to go,
I mean, but also at the same time, you have to account for all those Fisher misses because it's only 30% accurate, but if any of those hit, that could swing the momentum.
Story. Yeah, good point. I mean, you still keep the Tinglu in, but I think you don't keep the Arcanine in. Right?
I mean, we look at Arnie's team again. A lot of
his team is gonna be weak to fire.
No, a lot of his team is weak to a physical intimidate drop because it lowers attack on almost every Pokemon in play. But you gotta be careful against that Annihilate. And it looks like he's just gonna lead Mouse up Annihilate again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I agree with that strategy. And having the
even the Reflect wasn't even enough to save Hayley at all.
Yeah, having the Iron Bundle in there to clean up is a pretty decent plan. Although you hope that maybe you get something a bit stronger than the wind move.
Both players locked in within the 55-second mark. I wonder if Hayley has already set forward a plan to knock down the Annihilate strategy.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see a different team comp, or at least a different 4 Hayley in game 2.
I think the Tinglu was correct from her, to be honest. I just think
getting one of the Fissures would have made it different.
Any of those, or maybe not terrestrializing the Tinglu a little early. And we see the Palafin Klefki coming out this time from Hayley. And for Arnie, it ain't broke, don't fix it. We got Mousehold and Annihilate.
Now, can Hayley hit Arnie's team fast enough to disrupt the initial strategy from Mousehold?
I don't think so, because Palafin in its 0 form, it's pretty weak. He needs to switch out in order to gain more power, but this Klefki needs to pull out a lot of support, so I actually could see Hayley going for a Thunder Wave instead of an immediate Reflect, actually, because it forces... Okay, never mind, we go for a Reflect, and oh wow, the Palafin actually stayed in! What did it do here? Mouse is going to beat up, going to set up the Annihilate with the Rage Fist. This Palafin for Hayley, let's see, it has Jet Punch, it has Haze, it has Wave Crash, so I don't know how much damage it'll do to the Annihilate.
Maybe the Haze, in order to like disrupt the...
it's not an attack, it's not an actual boost, it's a power boost.
Okay.
This Wave Crash going to come in, this will go to the Annihilate, it's going to do a decent amount of damage just under 50 HP.
Hey, you know what? If all else fails, just brute force kill the tank. Just get rid of the tank as fast as possible.
I mean, it is slowly recovering with leftovers, but now we're in the same situation as the last game where...
Well, now you have to wonder, so Hayley's kind of in a situation where she's going to need both the Klefki and the Palafin to hit Alliep hard. Then Alliep is one big Rage Fist away from disposing of either of them.
Oh, Mousehold protects! I was expecting to follow me there!
That's interesting.
Annihilate protecting too, so...
just double protect. Yeah.
What does this Klefki have for more support? It does have Light Screen as well, and a Thunder Wave, which, yeah, Thunder Wave was coming out. It is to the Annihilate, so... Let's see. I think why is this Palafin attacking twice? I mean, it makes sense to why it attacks twice. Oh, this one isn't a Mousehold this time. But I was expecting a follow me to redirect any of the Klefki's attacks to Mousehold so Annihilate doesn't get harmed.
And actually, that double protect was actually smart, because the whole point is to help preserve an Alliep in order to basically try to one-shot the rest of Hayley's team. So keeping him alive, but you're not going to be able to do double protect again, so let's see what happens in the turn. Now it can follow me, just like you said, Nova.
Now everything's going to be every single target's going to be redirected into the Klefki from the Thunder Wave. Would have been going to the Annihilate, but instead goes into the Mousehold. Now,
my question is, like, is there anything Hayley could have done to overcome the fact that Mousehold said go turn 1 that exchange?
And Palafin faints without the chance to switch out to get his full power, and that's
interesting.
That's a big power surge for Hayley, gone immediately.
And the leftovers, and Klefki still has a chance to attack, right?
They already went for an attack. Thunder Wave was Prankster boosted.
Oh, that's what it was. Gotcha. Okay.
Prankster boosts any non-damaging move, and Klefki. Okay, Tinglu comes out from Hayley.
The Tinglu did put in work, game 1.
It did, but it's like those unfortunate Fisher misses probably could have done anything better. But maybe I'm not sure how this Tinglu approaches the situation, because Rage Fist still. I definitely don't think you terrestrialize right now with a.
Yeah, the follow me locking everybody into the Mousehold is so brutal. You desperately want to beat down the monkey, and you can't.
We see a terrestrialization. Oh, we're actually seeing a terrestrialization for Hayley. Is it really going to be Terra Poison right now? It is. I'm questioning this because I don't think you're really being threatened by a Drain Punch on this Tinglu here, or Rage Fist on the matter. But I guess you're worried about.
Maybe I'll give him the chance to dispose of the Mousehold. I guess.
I'm pretty sure Hayley's more worried about Drain Punch than Rage Fist, and Rage Fist does go into the Klefki slot.
Yeah, there goes Klefki's going bye-bye.
Yeah, there goes the Klefki. What did the Tinglu do here? It went for Fisher, it's going into the Mousehold.
This is just 2 straight games that Hayley has like an initial setup attempt going, especially with Klefki, and could not get Klefki going. Like neither of the 2 games.
I mean, the Reflect is basically all you could do, but the Thunder Wave I do agree with.
Yeah.
And Iron Hands is Hayley's last hope for any comeback attempt, so now she has no speed advantage. The Quark Drive is going to multiply Iron Hands' attack stat, but I had to wonder how much damage Rage Fist is doing. I mean, good on her to not bring the Arcanine this time, but it's still doing a lot of damage even through the Reflect.
This is a pivotal turn, Nova. Like, this is what Hayley needs to come back to happen here. That's that Protect's not going to make it easy.
It won't make it easy. Mousehold protecting too.
Oh man.
So no fake out coming in. It wouldn't have worked on the Annihilate, but it would have at least disposed of the Mousehold.
Yeah, Arnie is playing Hayley's lineup like a fiddle. Like he's like a puppet master. Like when he's
there's a Fisher.
When he's choosing to go for these protects is just absolutely on point.
Yeah, Hayley does go for protect. So I think it was fake out to Mousehold to make sure the Fisher has a chance to one-hit knock out the Annihilate. But now that the fake out is gone and out of play, Mousehold is just free to redirect anything. And I'm actually wondering if Iron Hands is faster than Tinglu. Because if it's faster than the Tinglu, it could knock out the Mousehold, then Fisher. Yeah. Rage Fist into the into the Iron Hands. Here we go. It's actually doing less than half, so Iron Hands is faster. Does go for a Stomping Tantrum. Does knock out.
There we go. That is the that's the reverse card Hayley needed after in the double protect.
There's a Stomping Tantrum. Is this double base power? It is not double base power, so it's below half, but it's still a tall task to come back from, to be honest.
I am really impressed with how much this Annihilate is withstood punishment. Like, does Hayley just not have an attack on her team that's like super effective against it?
I mean, like, look here on these team sheets. Nothing's super effective against Annihilate right now because most of the things are neutral. Otherwise, it would have been the Fluttermane, but she didn't bring the Fluttermane at all.
That's tough. I'm really impressed. Arnie's basically put Annihilate at the centerpiece of his entire strategy and maximized it. Just like, hey, this is the wall, climb it.
I mean, there's another wall coming in, the Iron Bundle now. You're going to put in a lot of speed control, but that Vessel of Ruin's going to lower its damage output, so it's just going to be protecting.
And I think Arnie's more than fine trying to fight a battle of attrition, given how much of a lead he has.
And he's just double protecting to get more leftovers recovery, but yeah, there's a Drain Punch going into the Iron Bundle, trying to get more health back from that Drain Punch. I figured another Fisher comes in. No Stomping Tantrum this time.
We were talking about the last game was a match between set play and speed. Arnie has dragged down the pace of this game into like we're like dropping frames. That's how slow this game is. Like he's just like, oh, you thought, well, double protect, and then it's just like, okay, and then he gets more health, and then he just hits him with the KO punch. Because the boost from when he was hit is just permanent, right?
It's permanent. It does not lose it, even if it switches out. Freeze Dry goes into the Iron Hands. It's going to do very little damage. Oh, wait, that actually might be enough for a Rage Fist knockout. It is going to be enough. So now it comes down to Tinglu versus the world once again. A little sad to see. Is this Fisher coming out this time? No, not a Stomping Tantrum.
I don't blame Hayley for the Stomping Tantrum because the Fisher's just not been there, but... Was this a 1v3?
It's a 1v3 now.
Yeah,
and Reflect's gone.
So I just wonder what Hayley's gonna do here. She has to get rid of this.
Freeze Dry comes in. It's gonna do a pretty little damage, substantial amount. Rage Fist gonna come out. I don't think this knocks out, even though it is fully max power.
Oh my god!
I was right about that at least. However, that's Freeze Dry range.
Yeah, and the Annihilate finally falls, but man, putting in the shift, that they're gonna at Arnie's house. There's gonna be an Employee of the Month wall. It's just gonna be annihilate forever. I just can't really count out. And then of course, just being like, hey, you know what? Anything you can do, I can do better. Here comes my Tinglu in order to put yours down for the count.
Freeze Strike coming in. Actually, there might be a chance it lives because of the double Vessel of Ruin. No, never mind. Critical hit! That is it! Arnie wins over Hayley Aldworth 2-0 with that Mousehold and Limelight strategy and that Iron Bundle securing the deal.
That was just tough. It just felt like Arnie, like, he had a very simple strategy, and he made it so that he really maximized the use of leftovers and made it so that his Annihilate was like the monster from It Follows. It just wouldn't die. It was like Jason Voorhees to Hayley's team comp. You know what I mean, Nova?
Yeah, and I think even with the if Fluttermane would have came out, the Follow Me from Mousehold would have redirected any bit of berry type attack that would have fed in his way, or even that Annihilate had no.
And so I don't blame Hayley for going for like, let me just try and get rid of this monkey immediately, and it just wasn't enough. What Hayley needed was like a knockout punch to start game one, was something to it just wasn't there against the Annihilate.
Yeah, that Palafin, that zero form was sadly not going to be anywhere near powerful, but that's going to do it for round 4. We have one more round before Top Cut, and I encourage you guys to stay out because we are going to be setting up for our top 8 bracket. We have a lot of championship points on the line here. People are fighting for their spots at the World Championships. You don't want to miss it. We'll be back soon for round number 5.
Stay tuned.